Hi there, this is my 1977 IBANEZ Silver Series fretless, based on the Fender Precision fretless, I believe so, because originally it came without this. I've added the back pickup. It had originally these two white pickups which has got remains of some of my black felt tip on it, and it came with a volume control and a tone control. I've added a Select, which is made by EMG, bridge pickup. I made the slot for it, come up nice and clean. Added a volume pot. So they both got two volumes and a tone. They both work separately or together. The bass itself, 1977. See, the serial number is J774237, made in Japan. This thing here, unfortunately, the previous owner must have had some crazy ideas, because normally it would be a straight piece of wood. He's actually milled out a little section there. The only reason I can think of is that he might have changed a pot, and it must have been a longer one, a longer shank or a bigger pot, and he needed a bit more room because it's a bit tight in there, so he's taken some wood out from the back. And it came with this big cover on it, and I've scratched my name in it. Funny enough, you can go that way, you get to see what the wood is. It's a kind of brown wood. It's heavy, hardwood. Well, I'm not sure if it's hardwood. No, the hardwood wouldn't be ideal, but it's a heavy piece of wood, a lot of sustain. And of course, the wonderful thing about these basses is this marvellous piece of maple that they came up with. I'm sure there's a truss rod in there laid in from the top, because the fingerboard is maple. It has these fret markings that come with this model. So for beginners, I guess it helps them stay in tune. Eventually it's your ears that are going to make you stay in tune. As you can see, the fingerboard is maple and placed on top, so the truss rod runs underneath. Machine heads, fairly stock Fender kind of machine heads. Nothing written on them. All original. Stays well in tune. The surface of the fingerboard. I've had the bass 22 years. And I've given it a light sand once, because I've been using round wounds all the time, so you tend to get a bit of a groove, but it's hardly. I gave it a light sand now, it just stays hard and shiny like a rock. It's solid. It's a beautiful piece of wood. So we're going to plug it in and have a little listen. This guitar is for sale, this bass guitar is for sale. I live in New Zealand, it's on the local Trade Me site. I may do an eBay ad, otherwise if someone is interested they can write to me. This bass originally came with a bridge cover, I believe, and also a pickup cover, and pickup cover must have, where it was screwed in, maybe through the scratch plate, split the scratch plate, because I think the original owners cut the scratch plate back a bit. It's one of these 3-ply scratch plates with the white in the middle, so where he cut it, you still had a white line, and it kind of looks okay. I've added a thumb rest, piece of wood that's been there a long time, but can be quite useful. And this little piece of wood here is an extra fret for an F. So it's F, little F, can be handy. I haven't really used it, just to tell you the truth, even though I thought it was a great idea to put it on, but yeah, it does work. I'm just using a little IBANEZ guitar amp. So the original pickup, as I say, they work independently on together, so I'll turn the back bridge off. We'll use the neck pickups. Good thick sound. I've often played this through some big amps and it's a thundering, rumbling bass, I tell you. Which works fine if you want to slap. Probably not sound great here. With the treble off, so I'll turn the treble up a bit. The bridge pickup by itself, with a bit of less treble. Pickups on. So there you have it, the sensational lawsuit bass, IBANEZ, Silver Series, 1977. Pistorius, he was very much of a fretless player, but he never owned the, well, not that you can see much of him using the jazz fretless. I've used a Fender jazz fretless, and I didn't like him. I much preferred my one. His old one, you can see he's actually got rid of the scratch plate on his jazz. He had a rosewood or ebony fingerboard, which he took out the frets, filled them up. Obviously he didn't like the Fender fretless version, so he just mucked around with his one. So I'm not too fussed about the way it looks, it's about how it sounds and feels.